white flag. Last lap. This is the payoff lap. Hoyt hangs on to Isaac's strap. Flat out, belly down, in the lowest groove. And in the third turn, he makes his move. He does it! Isaac opens up, but a split second too late. And Hoyt stays in there and takes the checker with only 4 feet to spare. Into the winner's circle comes Bobby Isaac, second by a yard. And into the winner's circle comes A.J. Foyt, winner in 13 of his last 15 races. At one point, Foyt had a string of 9 straight victories. He likes to win.
Labonte and Greg Sachs come out of turn 4, preparing to take the white flag. This last lap could prove interesting if that's the case. Meanwhile, in the Greg Sachs pits, they're believing that they have this race won. Sachs' wife, Victoria, was there with her fingers crossed. Sachs now moving alongside of Labonte. He certainly is making moves which indicate he believes he needs to finish in front of Labonte. The last lap of the Firecracker 400. Greg Sachs, without question, has removed some of the headline potential from Bill Elliott today. Labonte still in front of Greg Sachs. It would take the unbelievable. Sachs is moving high alongside Labonte, way close to the wall. That definitely confirms it. There is no way Sachs would make such a move if he felt he was in front. But now, even in his own mind, Greg Sachs is the winner of the Firecracker 400. Amazing today, and there are the people who pulled it off. They didn't work together more than a week ago, but somehow they put it all together today. They call this a research and development car. Certainly, I hope they can remember all the things they did to make the number 10 car of Greg Sachs a winner today. Bill Elliott.
You got to salute this guy because he's trying every inch of the racetrack, and for every groove, he has one lap to see if he can get the job done. The white comes out. Ernie Irvan leads the last lap. Let's see if Jimmy Spencer can get the job done here on the final circuit of this event. He heads up high on the racetrack once again with a lot of momentum build-up.
Yep, he's making Ernie protect that low side of the racetrack. He's going to have some momentum when he comes off this turn, Bob. He's going to have enough to move up beside of him, I believe.
And he makes a move to the inside at the halfway point down the backstretch, and he gets the lead, or at least he gets an advantage on Earnhardt. They touch coming down the backstretch. That's Ernie.
Earnhardt, side by side. Here they come for the checkered flag. Who is it going to be?
Will it be Ernie Irvan on top or Jimmy Spencer on the low side? Off of corner number 4. Here they come. It's going to be a drag race to the checkered flag. Jimmy Spencer wins it. Whoa, baby! How about that? Jimmy Spencer becomes the first-time winner in 1994.
Set the pace. He can begin to accelerate whenever he wants to. And now he picks up the throttle as the white and green flags come out. We've got 2.5 miles to go. And Dale Jarrett is right on the back bumper of Dale Earnhardt, almost making contact with him. Let's see how things play out as we enter the final lap. Jarrett looking toward the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get second place from Dale Earnhardt, and he may have it here. Jarrett has a half a car length on Earnhardt, and all this helps John Andretti.
And Sterling Marlin.
Look at Sterling Marlin. He'll make it 3 wide down the backstretch as they shuffle for position. There's Terry Labonte up on the high side of the racetrack, and Ward Burton is down in the grass as he tries to pick up position.
Oh, and the
crash. Trickle.
God damn it!
Mark Martin. Let's see who wins this race.
Oh, and Sterling Derek Cope flies on the side. You're off the line.
It's going to be John Andretti winning and Terry Labonte finishing second. The battle for third goes to Sterling Marlin with Earnhardt fourth and Jarrett fifth. But our concern is at the other end of the racetrack for the cars that have been damaged and whether we may have injury in that massive accident that took place on the final lap in turns 3 and 4. John Andretti won his first IndyCar race at the Gold Coast Grand Prix in Australia in 1991. And on July 4th weekend of 1997, John Andretti wins his first Winston Cup race. Jerry?
Greg Biffle is Joel Edmonds, who last night was calling the race for Michael Waltrip. They came home second. He's telling him, keep it on the bottom. The AP will try you high, but just keep it on the bottom. He has no help.
Ward Burton is on pit road out of gas. White flag is in the air. Final lap. Are we seeing a rookie breakthrough at the biggest track of all? Or can Bobby Labonte get a run and Labonte slow down? Is Labonte out of gas?
He's out of fuel.
Labonte's come up dry.
He's definitely out of fuel.
Now Biffle can try and breathe it and make sure he has enough because it's a long way back to Jeff Burton. 3 seconds. What an upset this is going to be. Final corner for Greg Biffle. There'll be a celebration in the Pacific Northwest tonight. There's his girlfriend Nicole. For Jack Roush, Greg Biffle is going to score a win at Daytona in just his 23rd NASCAR Winston Cup start. Greg Biffle wins the Pepsi 400.
And Roush comes 1-2, and Ricky Rudd comes in third. Another car close with close Jack Roush ties. All right, guys, congratulations to you.
That was a huge shove. He got just enough off those guys.
They had to lift. Shuffled out. He got a little bit out of shape there. Newman had to get out of the gas, and that was it.
Here we come down to the white flag. 1 lap to go for David Reagan.
All clear. 1 factor double wide.
And look who's right behind Kenseth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has joined the party.
Watch Harvick swing high here, though.
Kevin Harvick's been known to break hearts at Daytona. He did it to Mark Martin in 2007 in the Daytona 500. He won this race 1 year ago. David Reagan, a half a lap away from his first victory.
It's now time, isn't it, for the 20?
It's time for the 20 to do something, or...
1 back, 3 by 10.
I think
the Reagan behind him.
David Reagan.
Behind the race leader.
David Reagan.
No caution yet. David Reagan coming
Still
back to the start-finish line.
They're wrecking again.
Everywhere now.
They're wrecking again.
Reagan with sweet redemption gets the victory at Daytona.
2 separate wrecks on the last lap.
Great job. Thank you a lot.
Behind the wheel, driving for the King in his home state. He's a native of Tampa, Florida. Sporting the Air Force colors on this 4th of July weekend. And Eric was actually born at an Air Force base here in the Sunshine State. What a special day it would be for him to get the checkers for the first time in his Cup career. Casey Mears not going away, riding in the 3rd spot. And that Geico Chevy, and Brian Vickers, who got his last win 1 year ago, next weekend at New Hampshire, trying to steal some thunder here today at Daytona. Right now, Joey Logano in the 14th position. You see him in the back portion of this draft, but he's being black flagged. Apparently some debris coming off of his car.
Michael McDowell doing a nice job today.
Slow. Caution forward, debris here for rain.
You heard it there. Caution, 7th time today, this one for rain. And the cars have come down pit road because the rain has set in once again here at DIS. And immediately as they came down pit road, the crewmen hopping over the wall to come out and look at the cars. And the rain came at the perfect time for Eric Almirola, who was out front. Finally, we get a huge thunderstorm, and NASCAR says we are done today. Almirola gets the win. First time the 43 has been in victory lane since April of 1999 when John Andretti did it at Martinsville. And we predicted in our pre-race coverage last night the chase grid would look different after today's race, and it does. It didn't take him.
Race is official. Hendrick's going to have to side draft so much. He's not going to get a lot of help from Casey Kane.
Look at this outside lane. 47's pushing a 37. That's going to get him to the 20 possibly. Here it comes. Here comes the outside lane to the 20.
Down the backstretch they go. Eric Jones in the 20. He's in front. He got a big push from the 37 of Buscher. Here comes the 78 once again. Jones has never won in the Monster Energy Cup Series.
Easily blocked
the
that.
78 of Mark Truex Jr. has never won on a restrictor plate track. Coming to the Tri-Oval for the final time, Eric Jones has won at Daytona.
Listen to that emotion. Happy.
Only 43 laps to go. The Monster Energy Cup Series Coke Zero Sugar 400. And slow on the track is the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Will he be able to get to the apron? He does. Can he stay out of the line as the racing continues? Austin Dillon up front. They shifted him. That's going to be a big one. And now around goes the 3 in front of the pack. They're all collected. The 11 with damage, the 22 as well.
Big right here.
Smoke rolling out of the cars that even cleared this incident. They shuffled out. The 11 of Denny Hamlin, and then while trying to regroup, the 3 of Austin Dillon gets around. So it's Haley in the 77 and McDowell in the 34. They're making up row 1. But again, we went back to caution. They're not going to come to green here.
So listen, the one car, and, you know, with those guys, they made a great call. Kurt Busch, Matt McCall made a call, right? They're going to stay on the racetrack. But NASCAR gave 1 to go. They said, we're coming to 1 to go. So that means they think the race is going to restart. So the one car comes down pit road. NASCAR goes 1 to go, then down the back straightaway. Conditions change. They get a lightning strike. They call it off. So right now, Matt McCall is like, man, I was in the right position. You gave 1 to go. Why'd you give 1 to go? You know he's upset with that call to change it and then say, hey, we're going back caution.
And so now the pace truck is going to bring the field back onto pit road, and we'll go to Marty.
And Kurt Busch, Rick, is livid on the radio. Take a listen to what he had to say.
Got the news of the century. Yep. They took 1 away from me in 2014 as well.
That's him processing the information that you just laid down, Jeff, that after they pitted, they called off the restart, and they made that decision based on the 1 to go call that you mentioned. So Kurt Busch not very happy with NASCAR's decision.
There's your winner.
He's being told right now.
Getting ready to go.
Justin Haley has won his first ever Monster Energy Cup Series race.
That was awesome, man. You know, I mean,
I didn't do anything.
I know.
I did nothing.
You stayed up front all day.
Yeah.
Kept got back into the lap and got yourself in spot. That's what music, you know. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, buddy.
What a family moment. Todd Braun, we mentioned him a moment ago. He's the one who really propelled all this. Owned Xfinity Series cars for 9 years. But you, young man, as you just said a moment ago, I'm just a dirt racer from Indiana. You are a Monster Energy Cup Series winner. Can you believe it?
It's absolutely a blessing. It's pretty incredible that I have so many great people around me that have given me this opportunity to come and to this level and the stage that we're performing on. Obviously, Todd and my family have done a great job, but the Fraternal Order of Eagles, everyone at the FOE, has given me this opportunity, Spire Motorsports. It's truly a blessing. I never even saw myself running a cup race until I got a call a few months ago to do Talladega. And it's just unreal. I don't know how to feel.
Not a lot of energy that's going to be generated from that. As long as they're too wide. Now you're starting to see a little bit of a run from that top lane. That's going to move this bottom lane. Truex to the outside of Bell.
What was the number you mentioned earlier, Steve? How many times at super speedway races has Martin Truex Jr. come up a little bit short?
Car in the fence hard.
Oh, hard. Clint Boyer in the 14 slamming into the wall.
Hold your line, hold your line, hold your line.
They've already taken the white flag. The next flag will end the race. Martin Truex Jr. out front. Now William Byron fighting on the inside for the lead and the win. They run behind him again.
Stay with your teammate.
They continue to fight.
You're clear.
Through 3 and 4. William Byron looking for his first ever win in the NASCAR Cup Series. A win, a secured spot in the playoffs. William Byron's going to win. Oh. Chase Elliott coming home in second.
Oh. You better do a hell of a burnout.
William Byron, only the second driver ever to win in the 24. Of course, Jeff Gordon made the number famous.
Yeah!
This checkered flag moment brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. Chad Knaus, a 7-time champion crew chief, switched over to William Byron.
Nice work, boys.
1 to go here in Daytona. Nemechek made it 3 wide in that second lane, that second line, and that has killed the momentum. You've got to go back a long, long way for Kyle Busch. 2008, the last time he won here at Daytona, and now he is tantalizingly close to that victory. But here comes Harrison Burton for the Wood Brothers. He's being pushed by Parker Retzlaff, and the 23-year-old from Huntersville, North Carolina.